you'd love to have about a month to prepare for Kermit Davis instead of a day and a half. They're so well coached and so well drilled, and I might have to like postpone the plane getting ready for them today. It just takes that long. They do so many things. They do so many things well. Ole Miss has had probably the toughest starting schedule in the league. Hosting Tennessee, Tennessee's beaten teams by like 30 points, and Ole Miss, has a 10-point lead at one point, and it's a one-possession game in the last minute. And then they got to go to Alabama, and Alabama might be the best team in the league. So they play the two best teams in the league, and then they go to Mississippi State, their arch rival. So I just don't know how it starts any harder. So you can't judge them necessarily by their start. Again, it's just it's a hard prep because they're so versatile. They do so many different things offensively that are well thought out, and it's a game you like to have a lot of time to prepare for. Obviously, Matthew Morrell is one of the best guards in the league, and super athletic and a great shooter. They've got great depth. Brakefield is having a breakout year, transfer from Duke, and I'm happy for him. We recruited him, got to know him and his family a little bit. And 4 of our next 6 are on the road. So obviously you can see what kind of mood I am in this morning. But I'm very proud of my team for the bounce back, and obviously grateful for our home court advantage. And as I said before, I think probably more than anything, I don't like disappointing people. You have all those people come out, support you. You don't want to disappoint them, but they made a big difference. I was really happy for Wendell, who once again demonstrate that he's one of the best guards in the league that probably gets the least attention, and but he's always had to prove him wrong. Appreciate your nice consistency, and we're going to try to build on that. And it was great to see Alan Flanagan play with joy, confidence, and great effectiveness on both ends of the floor.
Questions?
Bruce, you talked about it, big win at home. What's going to be the key for you guys to kind of take that out on the road, especially with the stretch you got coming up?
One of the things that we got to do is we got to stop fouling. Every team, and I don't know, this is want to check on this, Marlon. Do me a favor, check on this. I know Florida made more free throws than we did. I know Georgia made more free throws than we did. They shot twice as many. And I know Arkansas shot twice as many free throws as we did. I don't know if they made more. So in our 3 SEC games, 2 of our 3 opponents have shot twice as many free throws. And Florida made more free throws than we made. I believe that to be accurate. We got to stop fouling. And because our defense is pretty good.
Any questions?
So I'm good. I think what I said was accurate. So, and then we have we probably have shot it better at home, and it was great to see. And I think we can. I think we can continue to do that. It's going to be key. Not turn over. Shoot it better at home. Shoot it better, and stop fouling defensively. If those 3 areas we can clean up, we'll play better. We have a chance.
Yeah, I guess you got to be pretty pleased with the lack of turnovers Saturday night. You're a lot harder to beat when you don't turn it over, aren't you?
Oh man, it's just the game is. If you look at study plus minus when a player's on the floor. When players are on the floor and we're turning it over, it's hard to have a positive plus minus. And that's one of the reasons our starters have done pretty well, because they've not turned it over as much as the bench. And so, yeah, it's really, really big. Ole Miss has they're multiple defensively. They'll run the 1-3-1. They'll run a 2-3, and they've done different things with their man. Sometimes they've really extended, especially at home, and try to turn you over. So take care of the ball, as I said, is went a long way to winning that game. Arkansas forces 17.5 turnovers. We turned it over 8 times. They averaged 10 steals. I'm not sure how many they had, but they didn't have 10.
You mentioned players for Ole Miss at the beginning. Ruffin, another guy y'all are familiar with, obviously. How important is it? He barely comes off the floor for Ole Miss, especially these last few games. Just kind of what it's like when he's running the show. We had Deshaun committed for about a day, and when Kermit found out, it was over. I don't know, but obviously we've been a place that has been really good for smaller guards, and he saw that for about 24 hours. And but yeah, what a dynamic player. So I think Ole Miss is another great example of our league. Look at our games against them last year. Both of the games, right? Very competitive, and so they've got really good pieces also. They got really good point guard play. Morrell's one of the best 2 guards in the league. They're athletic at the 3. Breakfield, is a stretch 4-man that you got to contend with, and they have 3 5-men. A lot of fouls, a lot of offensive rebounding. So it's they definitely have pieces.
I'm pleased that you stayed in the top 25 in the AP this week and actually moved up.
Yeah, I because we talk about making history, and from that standpoint, it mattered. We wanted to be able to say that in 2022 that we were in the top 5 every single week. It never, and we had to get off to a good enough start this year to do that. So I was pleased heading into the new year, and the one thing that the league will do, it can be unmerciful. Like I said, 4 out of our next 6 are on the road. But it also provides you with opportunity, so the opportunity as a professional, as a basketball coach, or as a student athlete, as a player, the opportunity to play the 13th ranked team in the country, a team that's been to 2 Elite Eights in the last 2 years at home. Not everybody gets that opportunity. So when I say I'm grateful, I mean personally and professionally, I'm grateful to our crowd to give me a chance to be able to be in that setting where I know we have some advantages. Now, that doesn't mean you're always going to take advantage of them, but and we have. So now Ole Miss has been a place, again, we've traveled to. South Carolina coming up, a place that we've traveled to. We don't get as many at LSU as we've gotten in some other places, and I don't know how many engineers we have in West Virginia, but we're going to find out.
You tweeted the other day about Sharif. I guess in your own words, why do you reckon he's not in the NBA, and what's your pitch? Why do you think Sharif?
Well, Cleveland's got great guards. I mean, my goodness gracious. And, the 2 spots that Sharif has been in, Atlanta, playing behind Trey, and then now in Cleveland, playing behind all those guards. Man, it's just tough. But all he does is worry about what he can control. And, everything that kid's been through since he's gotten into college. He was mistreated by the NCAA and holding him out, and yet he overcame it. And then his draft stock wasn't what it was, but he gets drafted, and all he does is just take advantage of the moment. I don't know if he's a leading scorer in the G League, but he's right there. Just like he was at Auburn, your preparation has got to be how to stop Sharif Cooper, and his ability to score and make others better. He will, and my tweet yesterday was give the man a chance. And that wasn't at Cleveland, because Cleveland's got NBA All-Stars in the positions, but what Sharif's doing is putting himself in position for that next team
to find him. So I'm very, very happy for him and proud of him.
Bruce, KD had a tough shooting performance the other night, but he still, I think he was like plus 12 and plus minus. He's had a few games like that where even if the offense isn't there, he's still providing a lot for you. Just how's he kind of navigated these last few weeks?
Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks, KD's he's really trying to be a great teammate, like trying to do a better job defensively, trying to lock into the scout. He still makes plays for us that nobody else can make, that we need. And he's trying to do a lot of the little things. And when the ball starts going in, he'll feel even better about himself. It's the same thing with Al. We try to get Al to do the little things. Like Al was our leading defensive rebounder. Al only turned it over one time. Al didn't let his man go by him. So if KD, don't let your man go by you. Do your job on the boards. Don't turn the ball over. And then when the ball starts going in, he's going to start feeling about him, just like Al did in the last game. But we have to have those other things in order to be successful.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.